Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Happy New Year, and we're back to the courts here in St. Mary's as your Lumberjack boys open league play tonight here at home against the Priest River Spartans. And the JV game currently underway with I did not realize this, but the JV boys led the game all the way through the first half. But they currently trail Priest River by a score of 25-23. Had a little lead change there while I was getting everything set up here for our pregame to start. So that's just a quick little update there of that. But that is where we are sitting right now. Lumberjack boys hosting the Priest River Spartans in the first game of quite a few this week by both teams. The boys have 2 games this week. The girls have 3 games. We'll get you the information on that in our schedule in just a little while through our pregame. But first, we're going to step away, take a quick break, and then we'll come back with our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes, that'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's. Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for Lumberjack basketball. League action here tonight as your Lumberjack boys host the Priest River Spartans. And the JV game currently underway with the JV boys back on top by a small margin, 31-27. And the varsity boys, of course, over here ready to get action going. Actually, they were back in the locker room, of course, getting ready to go here this evening as Coach Chase and the Lumberjacks will look to try to get a 2-game winning streak going here tonight after their win before the break. Okay, anyways, let's get back on track here with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as we are here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Taking a look at the 2A Central Idaho League standings. Orofino, probably a little bit of a surprise to a lot of people after they had kind of a struggling year last year, but Orofino sits atop the Central Idaho League right now. They are 1-0 in league play and 5-0 overall on the season. They beat the Grangeville Bulldogs in overtime, 47-45. I believe it was just before the Christmas break, and they will be at Kamei on the 5th. They currently sit third in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings. The Kellogg Wildcats sitting in that next slot. They are also 1-0 in league play. They are 5-3 overall. They beat Prairie 69-30 at the Avista Holiday Tournament over the Christmas break. And they will be hosting St. Mary's on the 12th. They are currently 7th in the power rankings and for Idaho sports. And then the Lumberjacks in that third slot. They have not played any league games until tonight. They are currently 3-1 overall. Beat Lakeside 56-50 in their last game action. That was on the 16th. No, I don't think that was the 16th, but it might have been of December. Anyways, it was just before the Christmas break. Actually, I think it was the 16th because they were scheduled for a makeup game against Logos on the 20th. In any case, they beat Lakeside 56-50. And then they have Priest River tonight. Lumberjacks will be at Bonners Ferry on Friday, and they are currently 8th in the power rankings. The Priest River Spartans, they are sitting with an 0-1 league record, 4-3 overall. They beat Genesis Prep 52-39 on the 20th of December. They will be hosting Riverside out of Washington on the 5th. They are 13th in the power rankings. And the Grangeville Bulldogs are 0-1 in league play, and they are 0-6 overall on their season. They lost, like I said, 47-45 in overtime to Orofino, and they will be hosting McCall Donnelly on the 3rd, and they are currently 25th in the Idaho Sports Power Ranking. They've already played McCall Donnelly once this season. They lost in that matchup, so they are going to get a chance to give redemption over the McCall Donnelly team on the 3rd. That's a look at the standings. A look at the power rankings. This is the IdahoSports.com power rankings. We've got Melba at number 1. Did a little bit of quick research. Melba is the defending state champions. They are currently undefeated, 8-0 on the season, so they're off to a strong start this year. St. Mary's lost to them in that championship game last year, and they did graduate a few players, but they've got some solid guys back. I did a little bit of research the other day because I was kind of curious, and Melba right now 8-0 on the season. Wendell is the number 2 team on the power rankings for Idaho sports. Orofino number 3, Napa Christian number 4, Coal Valley Christian number 5. In the coaches poll, you've still got Melba at number 1, but it's a little bit different down below with Bear Lake sitting at number 2, Coal Valley Christian at number 3, Ryrie at number 4, and New Plymouth at number 5. There's been no media polls put out that I've seen, and Max Preps does not yet have any rankings yet. I think they might have to get to around 10 games played maybe before they start the Max Preps ranking. I'm not sure if that's their threshold, but in any case, there is no Max Preps rankings out just yet for boys basketball. We're going to take a break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's, Don Cycle, or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is a place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here as your Lumberjacks get set to host the Priest River Spartans. JV game currently underway. They have just under 6 minutes left in the fourth period, and it's a 34-29 lead for the Lumberjack JV squad, I think they've got 2 losses on the season. I'm trying to remember. I think the JV girls are the ones that I think are undefeated, or maybe a 1-loss team for the JV girls. I don't 100% remember, but both of the JV squads playing pretty good basketball on the early part of the season. Back to our pregame here. The Lumberjacks, they're 3-1 on the season. Unlike most of their league opponents, they didn't play any games over the Christmas break. There was a makeup game scheduled against Logos for December 20th, but the weather had other ideas for that one. That game was postponed once again. It might have been canceled. I don't 100% know if that one will be made up, being a non-league game. And we're going to start getting into the busy part of the schedule, but we'll see what happens with that one. Kellogg and Priest River, they have played the most games on the season so far. The Wildcats have played 8 games. and the Spartans have played 7. The Lumberjacks, they have 2 games this week, as the Lumberjacks hosting Priest River tonight. Then they will be at Bonners Ferry on Friday night. On Friday, so that'll get them a little bit of action. And then there's quite a few games coming up, pretty important ones. And again, we'll talk about that here in a bit. I did talk to Coach Chase. I think it was last week. It was during Christmas break. He stopped by our office, and they didn't really do a lot of practicing in the middle of the break. They had, I think, once they got towards the end of break, they had a couple of practices to get ready for this first game of the post-Christmas break session. But the boys took it upon themselves, I guess. So I think they went out to the Nazarene and they invited some of the Lumberjack alumni boys out, and they all played some games out there as the Lumberjack boys doing some work in the break to make sure they stayed fresh and honed in for the stretch coming up now after the break. So that was really good to see that the Lumberjack boys, they took that initiative to get out there and do some extra work during their Christmas break time. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack. Now we are back, 3:33 to go in the JV game. The Lumberjack JV boys up 37-29 over Priest River. JV just had a technical foul against Priest River on an inbound pass I don't exactly know what was going on, but they called the technical against Priest River for some reason, and that's where we are at currently with 3 minutes to go in the contest, 37-29. And this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. I am Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. The Lumberjacks, their last game, they hosted Lakeside out of Plummer, the Lakeside Knights, before the Christmas break. They came away with the win, 56-50. They actually played Lakeside back-to-back games. So they played, Lakeside the week prior to that, and then they played Lakeside again, and they split with Lakeside in those two games. Both very good games between two pretty tough teams. It was a hard-fought game against a tough opponent. The biggest thing that the Jacks accomplished in that game, defensively anyways, was they held one of the Knights' star players, Vander Brown, to just 2 points in that contest. Even though they did that, though, the Knights still kept the game close with some other players stepping up. They had some of their younger guys have some pretty good nights that night. One of those was a freshman. He had a good game the first time St. Mary's played him, but he backed that game up with another good game here in St. Mary's, and that was Tyson Charlie. He looked to be a pretty good basketball player, a really bright spot for that program. As like I said, he is just a freshman, and with Vander Brown only being held to 2 points, he ended up scoring 18 points in that game. Also, Liam Hendricks, he was a junior, but he had 9 points against St. Mary's in that game as well. So a couple of guys there that helped carry Lakeside and keep that game close while Vander Brown was being kept in check. Plus, he ended up with in foul trouble fairly early in the game as well. So that kind of mitigated a little bit of his attack or his threat, but it was a good game. Lumberjacks defense did a good job in guarding Vander Brown. I remember reading a little bit afterwards where Coach Chase said that he kind of switched up the defense they used against Lakeside in that second game. I think he said they used more of a zone in that first time they played, and then they switched it to a little bit more of a man defense, and that helped out quite a bit. St. Mary's, they shot just 39% from the field, which is okay, but Lumberjacks average around 43, 44. You want that percentage up there into that 45 to 50 percentile area for your field goal percentage. But they did do a pretty good job from the free throw line. That helped them out as they shot 68% from the charity stripe in the game against Lakeside. Tyler Renner finished with a season-high 19 points. Grayson Sands added 11 points. And once again, over half of the Lumberjack players that seen time on the floor in that game scored 5 points or more. Two guys, I think it was Holder and Badgett, each had 9 points apiece. So the Lumberjacks, they can average 3 or 4 guys a game with double digits, and they were very close in that game in doing so as they finished it up with 9 points respectively in that game. We're going to take another quick break. This is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on 1240 KOFE St. Mary's and on our YouTube audio stream. You can find that link on our Facebook page. Share it around with your friends and family that aren't in range of our signal. Also, we will be turning up the audio on our the NFHS Network's camera here in just a bit as well, as soon as the JV game is over, as we will have the play-by-play on that as well. But we'll be back with a word from our sponsors.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than at Everyone's Hardware and Lumber Store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. The Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off, and this game still with 1:15 left in it, with the Lumberjack JV boys up 41-33 over the Priest River Spartan JV squad, and still a fairly close game. So the Priest River coach is getting some timeouts, trying to get some stuff drawn up to see if they can't make a push here in this last minute. They've got some pressure going on in the backcourt. St. Mary's trying to get out of that backcourt pressure. Taking a look at some individual stats, and that backcourt pressure forces the backcourt violation by the Lumberjacks. So good defense by Priest River JV in that press they had going on. In any case, individual statistics, or some team individual stats, I guess, is more accurate, because first off, we've got the points per game for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's averaging on the early part of the season 65 points per game, while allowing just 58 points per game. St. Mary's, as a team, is shooting 43% from the field, 28% from three-point range, and 59% from the free throw line. Well, not all. Three-point numbers, you want probably up around that 32%. It's fairly close to being in a solid number, but I'm sure Coach Chase would like about a 2 or 3 more percent raise on that one, being up in that 31-32% range from outside. Free throw numbers, that one needs to increase quite a bit. Right now, St. Mary's sitting just at 59% from the charity stripe. In that very first game against Kendrick, they shot 84%, I think, from the free throw line. And then the several games after that, they struggled. They did shoot 63, 64% from the charity stripe against Lakeside. But the previous 2 games before that, they did not shoot very well against Timberlake or that first game against Lakeside from that free throw line. So it really hurt their overall percentage. See if they can get that figured out and get that back up, because there's going to be some games this year, I'm sure, where those free throw numbers could really impact the game. 40 rebounds per game for the Lumberjacks, 15 assists, 16 turnovers, and 8 steals. That's another number Coach Chase, I'm sure, wants to see quite a bit lower, at least by about 6 turnovers or so. But 16 turnovers is a bit too many for the Lumberjack boys. Coach Chase would love to see that at 10 or below per game on average. 8 steals per game for the Lumberjacks. Opponents, it's about equal. 43% from the field for opponents, 28% from three-point range, 52% from the free throw line. So if your team's shooting bad from the free throw line and the other team's shooting bad from the free throw line, it doesn't really hurt you. But if you can shoot better from the free throw line and they're shooting bad, then it really does help you. So it's free throws. A lot of people may not think of them as being an imperative number, but they are a key stat when it comes to the final scores in basketball. They can really help in those close matchups. Let's see here, 52% free. Okay, 26 rebounds per game. St. Mary's is out-rebounding their opponents fairly largely by a pretty good margin, 40 to 26. 6 assists for the opponents, 11 turnovers, and 6 steals. That turnover number at 11, that's a lot closer to what Coach Chase would like to see his numbers at. Individually, like we've talked about a few times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players very close to averaging 10 points per game. You got Grayson Sands right now averaging 17 points per game. Tyler Renner averaging 13 points per game. Tristan Hill, let's see here, JV game just finished up. JV Lumberjack boys come away with the win, 43-35 over Priest River. So let's see here. We'll start that back over. Points, Grayson Sands averages 17 points a game. Tyler Renner averages 13. Tristan Hill averages 9, as does Dylan Holder. Jared Badgett averaging 8. Wyatt Holmes averaging 5. Trace Wicks averaging 5 points per game. In the assist category, Grayson Sands is averaging 5 assists per game. Jared Badgett averaging 3. Tyler Renner and Trace Wicks averaging 2. Rebounding, it is Sands, Hill, Sands, and Holmes averaging 7 rebounds a game. Holder and Renner averaging 5 and 4 respectively. And in the steal category, you've got Sands and Renner averaging 2. Well, let's put Sands, Renner, Badgett, Holder, Wicks all averaging 2 steals per game in that category. So that's a look at the team statistics and some individual numbers for your Lumberjacks. We'll take a quick break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket, 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks.
Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off as the varsity teams are now out here warming up on the floor. Lumberjacks in their white warm-ups, and of course the Priest River Spartans in their black and I believe it's an orange that they've got going on with their colors. And the Spartans warming up here just below me. St. Mary's on the far side of the floor. And perfect timing for that, because now it's time to take a little bit of a look at the opponent in the Priest River Spartans. They are, of course, now new to the 2A Central Idaho League this year. First year down here with the Lumberjacks. And also, of course, Kellogg, the Wildcats, are also a 2A school now. They are coached by Jaden Barrett. It is his second season as the head coach for the Spartans. The Spartans were 8-12 last year. Their last state title was in 2011, and that, according to that, is their only state title. And right now, on this part of the season, they are 0-1 in league play, 4-3 overall. They are scoring 54 points per game. They are allowing 54 points per game. Some of their key players that are back this year for them: Jace Yount, he is a senior and he is a center. Luke Butler, a guard, he's a senior. Zach Ingleson, a senior guard. Tegan Marinello, a senior guard, and Tyler Ingleson, a sophomore guard. A couple of players lost from last year that they are missing this year: Trenton Krager, Blake Barrett, and Travis Matthews. A little bit of an interesting fact for you guys is that now head coach Jaden Barrett for the Spartans, he was a junior in Priest River when the Spartans won their only state title back in 2011. So he was the player on that state tournament or state championship team, and now he is the head coach of the Priest River Spartans. Kind of a cool transition there. He is in his second season as the head coach. The Spartans, they're off to an okay start. I'm sure they would like to have a little bit better than a 4-3 record, but three of those losses came against some pretty stiff opponents. One of those was 2A opponent Kellogg, the Wildcats, but the other two teams was Lakeland and Sandpoint, which are both, I think, 4 and 5A schools. So their losses are against some pretty solid opponents. The Spartans are not a team to be taken lightly. They return those 5 key players this year, as mentioned a little bit ago. Offensively, they can shoot the ball well. They also like to push the pace and use some of their speed they have, as they have a guard-heavy roster this year. On defense, they like to utilize that speed once again, and they also like to get the guards really involved in their defense as well. One of the weaknesses they said on the Idaho Sports preview that I read, though, was that they do lack some height. Well, you know, they're not that. Don't let that fool you, because they're not really all that short of a team. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys that are 6'3", 8 guys that are 6'4" and below. So you got 6'4", 6'3", 6'1", 6 foot, 6'1", 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot. And then you have this sophomore, he's a senior, Caleb Solomon. He is a 6'7". So they've got a couple of tall guys there. Jace Yount is also a senior. He is 6'4". And then, like I said, Caleb Solomon, a senior, at 6'7". And I'm looking down there, and I believe it's Yount and that Solomon kid. They look like they should be college players already with the height they've got. They just look like full-grown 20-year-olds just about. But in any case, they do have a little bit of height on their team. And with especially the 6'7" fellow, they've got a little bit of a size advantage with him. St. Mary's tallest is sitting at unofficially on the roster is Tristan Hill at 6'6". Tyler Renner is also 6'6", according to the roster. But I will say, though, that Yount and Solomon have a little bit of body size when you match them up with, let's say, Tyler Renner. So that's going to be an interesting matchup with those two tall guys for Priest River. In any case, that's a look at the Priest River Spartans. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off.
With Stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes, that'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip off as your St. Mary's Lumberjack gets set to do battle with their first league opponent of the season, the Priest River Spartans, tonight here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. This is the first league game for St. Mary's for the year, and of course, they want to get that win here tonight, start off league play the right way. Out of the next 5 games, though, the Lumberjacks have 4 league games, so they're coming into a very important stretch of games. 3 of the 5 are going to be on the road. The Jacks, after this game tonight, will travel to Bonners Ferry on Friday to take on a 3A opponent, and then the 3 straight games after that are all league matchups. The Lumberjacks will be at Kellogg on the 12th, then they will host Grangeville, and then they will be at Orofino. So, important stretch of basketball games here coming up for the Lumberjacks. The most intriguing game to me at the moment right now is going to be that Kellogg Wildcat St. Mary's game. And the main reason I say that is last year is the first year in a long time that the Lumberjacks did not play Kellogg. And the Wildcats, and we'll get into that when we actually play them in our pregame, but the Wildcats have kind of owned the Lumberjacks over the last 8 years. So St. Mary's is something like 4-11 against Kellogg, or so. I don't 100% remember it right off the top of my head. I thought I had those numbers here with me, but maybe I don't. But anyways, the Lumberjacks have not fared well against the Wildcats when the Wildcats were in that 3A rank. And since St. Mary's didn't get to play them last year, we don't really have a good look at how St. Mary's stacks up against them. And again, this year's team for St. Mary's is a new look of a team as well, because we did graduate quite a few players last year. So it wouldn't necessarily have translated into great information, but you'd still have an idea of how tough the Kellogg squad is. So that game has really got me interested. That game is next week on the 12th. The Jacks, though, they need to handle business tonight and get league play started off the right way with a win here this evening. Taking a look at the upcoming schedules. Speaking of that, tomorrow the Lumberjack girls will host Potlatch. I believe it's just varsity, with the game being at 7 o'clock, I believe. I'll double check all that information, make sure we are correct. Lumberjack girls played Potlatch a few weeks back, and they really had a bad game. And now it was 50-18. So it's going to be really curious to see what adjustments St. Mary's makes, and now that they know what Potlatch looks like. I talked to Coach Wickert about that, and she said that Potlatch girls have a lot of size on their team. They really kind of outmatch St. Mary's with height. So it's going to be interesting to see tomorrow what those rosters look like for the Potlatch Loggers. And then the JV and varsity girls will be at Orofino on the 6th, while the boys will be at Bonners Ferry. We're going to try to figure out which game we can get on the air. We're probably going to end up taking a feed if we can from Orofino for that league matchup, if possible. Try to keep information flowing on that Bonners Ferry game. The cheerleading team, they will be at Lewiston on the 7th, and then the Lumberjack girls will host Logos on Saturday. Those games 1 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. Also on Saturday, it is the spaghetti feed benefit for the Teft family. They're going to have a spaghetti feed and an auction Saturday, January the 7th. This will be held at the Eagles Lodge at 701 Main Avenue here in St. Mary's. Dinner will be at 5 o'clock. The auction will be at 7 p.m. Coach Teft, he's a St. Mary's high school teacher. He's a coach and an all-around pretty good guy. He was diagnosed with cancer back in November. He's undergoing treatment for that. It's going to be a long, hard battle for him, so be sure to mark your calendars for this event. Be there to show the Teft family that they aren't fighting this battle alone. For information, you can contact Jenny Rose at 208-582-4118. That's 208-582-4118. Monetary contributions can be made in Craig and Jenny Teft's name at Potlatch No. 1 Federal Credit Union here in St. Mary's. So that's going to do it for our countdown to tip-off here on KOFE. I want to welcome in everybody on the NFHS network, if you're already tuned into that or not, that are on that platform as well. We've got just about 3.5 minutes until the opening tip-off. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the national anthem and the starting lineup.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, Then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to safety.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
Now we are back as the clock winds down and we get ready for the national anthem and starting lineups. First, I forgot I wanted to do this. Shout out to Blake Buchanan out of Lake City High School. He's got a lot of ties here in St. Mary's, lots of family, a couple of cousins that play on this varsity and JV basketball team. But he has reached the 1,000-point club just a while ago over with that Lake City squad that's looking for a chance at a state title this year. They are playing very well, very strong squad. So congratulations to him. We will give you some crowd noise and turn our mic on. Get the national anthem. They're trying to get all set up for the national anthem. We're going to have a special guest sing the national anthem today. national anthem performed by a young lady. I didn't catch her last name, but her first name was Bella. She did a very, very good job of singing our national anthem tonight before this home game. Well, now we'll be getting our starting lineups as the Spartans and the Lumberjacks are ready to get this game underway. Taking a look down there, I can already see who's starting for the Lumberjacks. I've got their guys down there. So for the Spartans, we'll have a starter, number 2. He's a 6-foot senior, Luke Butler. That'll be the number 10 of Tegan Marinello. The number 14 of Tyler Ingleson. The number 20 of Zach Ingleson. And number 35, Jace Yount. Spartans are coached by Jaden Barrett. And now the starting lineup for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks. It'll be the 6-foot senior guard, number 1, Grayson Sands. It'll be the 5'9" senior guard, number 2, Jared Badgett. It'll be the number 22, 6'6" senior post, Tyler Renner. It'll be the 5'9" senior guard, number 23, Trace Wick. And the 6'6" senior post, number 55, Tristan Hill, starting for your Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks are coached by Brian Chase. He is assisted by A.J. Bechtel. Lumberjacks will be going left to right on your radio dial. The Spartans going right to left. It'll be Tristan Hill in the midcourt circle going up against Jace Yount for the opening tip. The ref checking over, making sure everybody's ready to roll. Steps to the midcourt. Ball is up, controlled by the Spartans. Bringing it to the far side is Ingleson. Working on that left side of the floor. He's going to drive the lane, gets a little bit of an opening, and he's going to lay it up and good. That was the 14 of Tyler Ingleson as the Spartans strike first. Lumberjacks with the ball. Over to Sands. Sands up top. Lumberjack offense working down inside. Back to the top now to Hill. Back over to Sands. Sands drives baseline. Gets the screen. Little pull-up jumper. Long. Rebound goes to the Spartans. Drove from that right side or the left side. Left that shot just a little bit long. He usually makes those. Spartans with the ball up around the top. Now to the right side of the floor. Back to the left side. Into the hands of Butler. He's going to drive the lane. Shot won't go. Rebound goes to Tristan Hill. Lumberjacks. I think it was Hill trying to feed one down the floor. And it's going to be a turnover on St. Mary's unforced. Early first quarter, 2-0. Lumberjacks trail the Spartans. League action here from St. Mary's. Spartans working the ball on the perimeter. Up the top of the key to Butler. Left side now, down to the corner. Back up to the wing, now down to the corner again. Into the hands of Ingleson. Back to the wing. Trying to drive. Loses the control of the ball for a minute. Finds an outlet. Back over to the wing on the right side. Getting a wide open look down underneath. And Luke Butler gets left alone in the baseline. The rest of the Lumberjacks defense gets boxed out. And it's a 4-0 lead for Priest River. Badgett in the corner, right side, drives, puts an elbow into his defender, shot up, won't go. Tristan Hill goes up and gets the rebound. Tristan Hill will be fouled. It will not be on the shot. First team foul for the Spartans. That one, I think it goes against the number 10 of Marinello. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Sands looking to trigger it in. Goes up top to the post. To Hill, back out to Sands. Sands working right wing. Sands now backs out. Gets the screen, goes down to the corner, backs it to the corner. 3-point shot on the way. Little step back. It's long. Rebound to the Spartans. 4-0. Lumberjacks trail. 6 minutes to go. First period. Spartans with the ball up top. Swing it to the right side. Spartans hosted the Santa Shootout tournament this year. So they had some action during the break. A three-point shot on the way. It is up and good by the Spartans. That was Luke Butler. And Lumberjacks take a timeout. It was a 7-0 run for the Spartans. And Lumberjacks haven't been able to get into a bucket yet. So we'll take a quick break. It's a full timeout. We'll be back.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back after that timeout. Lumberjacks do make one substitution. Wyatt Holmes comes in for Tristan Hill. Lumberjacks trail 7-0. Little no-look pass to Renner. Renner's shot's going to get blocked. I think everybody was looking for a foul there. None coming. A shot up by the Spartans the other way. No good. Rebound to Wick. St. Mary's trying to work the fast break. Sands to Badgett. Badgett on the wing. Looks into the post to Holmes. Holmes spins in. Shot off the glass and falls in. Lumberjacks' first bucket comes from the junior, Wyatt Holmes. Spartans coming back. Lumberjacks a little bit of pressure on. Going to get a three-point shot on the way. It is short. Rebound to Badgett. Lumberjacks working a little bit more, a little bit faster there. Going to get a foul on the other side by the Spartans. Second foul of the contest. Second foul against Marinello. Coming in for the Lumberjacks is going to be Dylan Holder. He'll check in for Grayson Sands for a moment. Lumberjacks inbound baseline into Holmes. Right back out to Holder. Holder working on the right side, closely guarded. Ball is tipped up as he gets the pass over to Wicks. Wicks working straight away. Tries to Wicks. I'm going to give the turnover to Wicks as he was trying to feed it, kind of get Badgett to go down to the corner, and Badgett didn't go fast enough. Ball went out of bounds. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound to the Spartans, though. They'll reset their offense. They have the ball up top to Ingleson. Ingleson into the paint, and he goes up to take a shot. He's going to dish it off. I don't think it's going to be a shot, but a foul going to be called against St. Mary's. It's their first foul. That one goes against Renner. St. Mary's making some substitutions as Renner and Wicks comes off. They are going to call it, no, not a shooting foul. Renner and Wicks comes off. Sands back in. Hill back in. Three-point shot on the way. No good. Rebound to Holder. St. Mary's the other way. Grayson Sands has the ball, right side of the floor. Takes it to the top, picks up his dribble, goes to Holmes. Holmes works his way to the post. Shot is a floater, up high, no good. The rebound went to Tristan Hill, though, and Tristan Hill is able to cash it in. 7-4, Lumberjacks lead. Going to get a deflection out of bounds there by Holder. The ball will stay with Priest River. St. Mary's gone on a 4-0 run since the timeout. Spartans still lead 7-4. They swing the ball over to Stout. Back over to the right side now, to the corner. Right side of the floor, back to the wing. Lumberjacks in his zone, looking back to that corner / wing. They got about 3 players on that side, does the Spartans. Going to get a carry by the 14 of Tyler Ingleson. It's going to be a turnover on the Spartans. Checking back into the game for St. Mary's is Trace Wicks. Checking out is Jared Badgett to get a breather. Once again, 7-4, Lumberjacks trail. 3:13 to go first period. Going to get it to Wyatt Holmes. Straight away three off the mark. Ball is tipped out. It's going to be pulled down by Wicks. Wicks got it to Holmes. Holmes' shot won't go. Rebound to the Spartans, and they'll reset their offense. Butler with the ball. He's got him trapped up at the high post. Ball is almost taken away by St. Mary's. A little no-look pass over to Butler. Butler fakes his shot, gets it blocked as he then went around, got his own rebound there for a minute, and then a foul called, and I believe that one goes against the Lumberjacks. So Butler tried the shot from just inside. No, it was a foul against Grayson Sands. So he tried a shot just inside three-point range. It was tipped, blocked by Hill. Going to get a three-point shot on the way by Stout. It's no good. Going to get a couple of guys there for the rebound for the Spartans, and they pull down another offensive board. Back to the top, working around the horn. Left side, back to the top of the key now for the Knights, or the Spartans. Had a couple of guys shuffle through the bottom of the key. Still working. Three guys out, two guys down in along the post. Three-point shot on the way. That one misses everything. Rebound goes to Holder. Holmes passes it across court to Sands. Sands drives. Shot up. Won't fall for Sands. That was a good look by Sands. And Sands is yet to find the bucket. Low scoring first quarter. Said the Spartans have been scoreless for a while now. 7-4 is the score. Driving baseline. Little floater shot up. No good. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks going to make a substitution. I think we get a timeout taken by the Spartans. I seen Renner was coming in. I'll have to see who he was coming in for. It's a full timeout by Priest River.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture at St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
Yeah, we are back. Neither team shooting particularly well early on. Priest River went out to an early lead, 7-4, but they've been scoreless for a while. Lumberjacks just 20% from the field right now. Priest River 27%. Priest River with the ball. They'll inbound. Out to the wing. That's the number 35 of Yount. Now to the top they go to Ingleton. Lumberjacks still in the zone. Down to the corner, left side. Ball gets loose. Priest River able to keep possession. Yount with the ball. Back out to the corner. Three-pointer on the way. It's short. Yount in there for the rebound, though. And he puts it up and good for, I don't know who scored that one for St. Mary's. I'm going to give it to Hill at the moment. 9-6, Lumberjacks trail by 3. Lumberjacks some pressure up at the mid-court line. Back to the corner, driving baseline, trapping him on the baseline. Kicks the ball to the top. Spartans working around the horn, driving. Ingleton has the ball tapped away. Going to call that a deflection by Holder as he came up from behind. I think the ball bounced off the back of, I think it was Tristan Hill. The inbound pass up the top of the key for the Spartans, into the paint. Shot is up, and it's going to fall in by the number 20 of Zach Ingleton. I think the crowd was looking for a travel, not going to get the call. 6-11. Lumberjacks trail by 5. Sands drives the lane. Nice move by Grayson Sands, and he cashes in from inside. That's his first bucket of the night. 11-8. Lumberjacks trail. 29 seconds first period. Going to get them trapped at the sideline, and a timeout taken by Priest River. They have burned through a good part of their timeouts already in this first half. That was just a 30-second timeout with 23.6 seconds to go in the first. Coach Chase was trying to get a travel call there. He thought he'd shuffled his feet, but no call coming for him, as the Lumberjack defense had him trapped near the mid-court line down on the corner, using that sideline and that back court line as a part of your defense. And Priest River had to burn a third timeout. I think they get 5.5, so I think Priest River only has a couple of timeouts left. Well, I thought St. Mary's took one timeout, so that might only be 2 timeouts taken by Priest River. Coach Chase giving it to one of the refs down here. He just asked him 5 steps is good to you. I think that was on that last drive into the lane by Priest River. I thought he took a couple extra steps myself. Spartans working it here on the left side into the hands of Tyler Ingleson. Back to top now to Stout. Now to Ingleson. Ingleson going to have Grayson Sands come away with the steal, and the clock's going to expire, though St. Mary's couldn't do nothing with it. End of the first period, St. Mary's trails 11-8 to the Priest River Spartans. We'll be back.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack.
And we are back. Some subs being made for the Lumberjacks, and Dylan Holder and Tristan Hill will take a breather. Jared Badgett, Wyatt Holmes checks back in. Going into the second period of play, St. Mary's trails 11-8, and Lumberjacks will start with possession here. See if St. Mary's can get things settled down a little bit. First live game action since the break for them. And like I said, they played some stuff against the alumni players during the break, but it's not still necessarily exact replica of game speed. Going to get a long 3 on the way by Sands. It is no good. Rebound tipped out by Renner. They're going to feed the ball in to Renner. And Renner's going to put it up and good. I think there was a Badgett or a Wicks assist there. Coming the other way, Wicks is going to almost get a steal. I'm going to call it a hustle play. Shot on the way from the Spartans, no good. Yount with the rebound. His putback was no good. They had another rebound. It was no good. Then Renner had the rebound. He fed it ahead to Sands. Sands put a shot up. It won't fall. 11-10, Lumberjacks trail by 1. Priest River with the ball up to the top. Corner now. They're down to the wing. Now they get it to Yount. Yount going to pull up for the shot. It bounces in and out. Rebound goes to Wicks. St. Mary's looking to get their first lead of the game. Wicks has the ball, goes to the post to Renner. Renner backing in Yount. He's going to try to spin around him. Shot up, no good. Right there for the rebound, though, was Badgett. Badgett drives. His shot is up and good. And we have our first lead change of the game. 12-11, Lumberjacks up by 1. Spartans down to the right side, back to the wing, right side of the floor, driving, kicks it back out. 3-point shot on the way by Zach Ingleson. Shot won't go. Tyler Renner rebounds. Renner tries to feed it down the floor to Wicks, and it's going to be a little bit long. I'm going to call that a turnover on Renner. And we got a substitution coming for the Lumberjacks. Renner goes out for a breather. Tristan Hill comes in. Trace Wicks goes out. And I think it was Dylan Holder checking back in. Lumberjacks putting a little bit of pressure in the backcourt now. Spartans get it across the timeline. Almost lose the ball out of bounds, does Ingleson, but he is able to re-corral it, takes the ball to the top. Spartans work it to the left side. Ingleson into the free throw line, kicks the ball back out. Lumberjacks still in that zone defense. Stout, Ingleson looking at Yount. Yount has Hill all over him. Back out to Ingleson up top. Swings over to the right side now. Back to the number 20 of Zach Ingleson. And we almost get a steal. Another nice little hustle play there by Badgett. Coming out of the game for the Spartans is Butler. Checking in, I believe, was the 0 of Lucas Matthews. Spartans with the ball. Matthews has it. Left side. Takes it to the top. Oh, tries to swing it over. It's going to be a deflection. But the Lumberjacks able to keep the possession. 3-point long one on the way. Was no good, but the rebound went to Yount, and he's able to put it up and good. And we have our second lead change. 13-12, Priest River on top. Badgett's going to take the long way around. Drives all the way up and good. He started on the left wing, rotated around to the right blocks and all the way in, uncontested, took it up and good. Third lead change. Going to get a travel the other way, turnover on the Spartans. 14-13, Lumberjacks hold the 1-point lead. Just under 5 to play first half. St. Mary's going to be making substitution here in a moment. They got 3 guys getting ready to check in. Over to the corner to Holder. Now into Holmes. Holmes gets left all alone, and he cashes in with the assist from Holder. 3-point lead. It's the largest lead for the Lumberjacks. The Spartans try to answer back. They can't get the shot to go, and it's going to be Holmes with the rebound ahead to Hill. Hill goes up and good. I'm going to give Holmes an assist there because I think there was one as he fed it ahead. 5-point lead. Lumberjacks with their largest lead. The Spartans trying to answer back here. The ball to Stout. Stout, no look pass over to Ingleson. Ingleson straight away. 3-pointer's going to fall in. And the foul. I was wondering if there was going to be contact there. And there was. It was Jared Badgett, I believe, making the contact. So Badgett gets called for the foul. So checking out for St. Mary's, we've got Holmes, we've got Hill, and Badgett. Checking in, Renner, Swallows, Holder. I got to figure out who the other one is in there. Free throw is no good. Going to get the shot up by Renner. It's no good. Rebound went to the Spartans. They'll bring it the other way. St. Mary's with a 16-18 lead, but the big man, Jace Yount, gets down inside. He cashes it in. We have a tie ball game, 18 all. 3.5 to go. First half. Stands, drives left side, spins. Shot is up. It's going to fall in. Nice move there as he got Jace Yount off his spot and was able to get the shot up and over him. 20-18, Lumberjacks hold the lead. Down to the corner. Right side, back to the top of the key. Ingleson looks into the paint. Finds the number 20 of Zach Ingleson, the brother, and he cashes it up and in. 20-20, tie ball game once again. Holder going to be fouled as he drives the lane, right side of the lane. Little body check there by, let's see who it was on. That was Lucas Matthews. Third team foul. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece, so clean that way so far. St. Mary's will inbound into the corner to Renner, around to Holder, now to Sands. Sands, three-point shot on the way. It's up and good. First 3 ball of the night made for St. Mary's. Holder with the assist. 23-20, Jacks would lead. Ingleson, cross court, back to top to the brother. Tyler, trying to drive into the lane, is Butler. Back out to Tyler Ingleson. His 3 up, it won't fall in. Tyler Renner with the rebound. Up to Holder. Swallows. He's going to trigger the 3. It's on the way, no good, and a travel called, so it wouldn't have mattered. Swallows can shoot from outside, so don't let that fool you. And now he's going to come out. Tristan Hill in. Trace Wicks checks out as well. I think Jared Badgett checked back in. 23-20, back and forth ball game here. Lumberjacks with a 3-point lead, 2:21 to go in the half. Didn't expect this game necessarily to be this close. Or not necessarily this close, but I'm not taking anything away. Priest River is a vastly improved team from last year. 3-point shot on the way, no good. Lumberjacks battling for the rebound. Holder and Sands go up for it. Holder takes it away from Sands. Sands looks inside to Renner. Renner backs away to the paint. Shot up, no good, but a foul call. That foul, I believe, going to be the first one against Luke Butler. That will send the Lumberjacks to the free throw line for the first time. Tyler Renner to the charity stripe, and Renner 61% on the season from the free throw line. Chance to stretch it back to a 5-point game. He makes the first. And just as fast as he went in, Holder comes back out. Trace Wicks, or actually I think Holder had been in. Trace Wicks checks into the game. 24-20, Lumberjacks on top. Next free throw on the way. That one is off the back of the iron. It's no good, but the rebound goes to Tristan Hill. 3-point shot on the way by Sands. It's off the mark. That was a deep 3. Jace Yount with the rebound for Priest River. 24-20, Lumberjacks with a 4-point lead. Going to get a little Euro step in. St. Mary's tries to get a charge called. It doesn't happen. The Spartan player looking for a foul on his side. That doesn't happen. Badgett gets quite a bit of contact as he drives. His shot won't go, no whistle. Rebound, though, goes to Hill, and Hill puts it up and good for the Lumberjacks. 6-point lead for St. Mary's. Largest lead of the game for the Lumberjacks. Spartans break the press, get it across the timeline, back it back out to Matthews. Matthews, I think Matthews just got called for a little push, or was it St. Mary's? Actually, I think it was St. Mary's. Got called for a little bit of an elbow, a little shove off there. I think it was Trace Wicks. His first foul, team's fourth. So, again, both teams doing well, not overdoing it from the fouls. Each team with 4. The Ingleson brothers go off the floor. It makes it a little bit easier on the game for calling it. I see the number 10, Marnello, back in. And the 0, I think Matthews is already in. Now they're trying to feed Yount. Back to the top. Going to get a Wicks steal. Wicks puts the shot up. It won't go. Rebound was to Badgett, and then we're going to get a jump ball call, and the possession arrow goes over to the Spartans. Under a minute to go. Low-scoring affair. 26-20 Lumberjacks lead here. 53 seconds to go in the first half. Spartans bringing it across. Working near the timeline into the hands of Marinello. Marinello gets over to the 25 of Krager. Krager back as they swing it around, and the Spartan's going to lose it out of bounds. And they get it down to Marinello here in the left corner, and he just didn't quite watch that ball all the way in his hands to make sure he had the catch on the pass, and it just glanced off of him and out of bounds. 37 seconds first half. The Lumberjacks lead at 26-20, and Grayson Sands controls it. He's going to go right side. Lumberjacks probably start just a tad. No, they're not going to start the weave. They're going to get it into Renner. Renner's first shot won't go. Gets his rebound. puts the putback up and good, and he gets fouled. So he'll go to the free throw for one. That foul goes against Butler. 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe is Renner. Lumberjacks stretch it to an 8-point lead, a chance to make it 9 here. Largest lead of the contest, and that free throw is up and good. 29-20 with 24 seconds. A steal by Wicks, and Wicks puts it up and good. And then the Spartans turn it over again. And the Lumberjacks going to see if they can't make this a 13-point lead before halftime. 16 seconds left on the clock, and several mistakes by the Spartans have let the Lumberjacks stretch this lead out a little bit. Up by 11 now. Sands with the ball. St. Mary's maybe finally starting to fill their oats after the break. Sands drives, shot up, and goes in. Strong move to the bucket by the senior Grayson Sands. And that's how the first half will end. St. Mary's started out slow, but they go into the half with a 12-point lead, a 13-point lead over the Priest River Spartans here in league action. We'll take a break and come back with a look at the halftime statistics.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than in everyone's hardware and lumber store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies, and a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. St. Mary's with a 33-20 lead. And at the beginning of this game, and actually midway through that second quarter, you wouldn't have thought that this game was going to have a 13-point difference as the Lumberjacks started off trailing 7. I believe it was, I didn't mark that down. St. Mary's trailed, I believe, 7-0 early on before they were able to recoup a little bit, and they had three lead changes and 2 ties. in that first half, but about 2 or 3 back-to-back turnovers by Priest River really helped St. Mary's at the end of the first half to extend that lead and get that up to double digits, as St. Mary's is now leading 13 with a 13-point lead, 33-20 over the Spartans. Taking a look at the stats here, and we'll look at that real quick. St. Mary's was outscored by Priest River 11-8 in the first period, but the Lumberjacks came storming back, outscoring Priest River 25-9 in the second quarter. Started to look a little bit more kind of like the Lumberjacks I'm used to seeing in the game. So maybe they just had to knock the dust off from the Christmas break. I don't know, but we'll see how they come out in the second half and what adjustments each team makes. St. Mary's started out at only shooting about 20% from the floor in the first half, but they finished out at a solid 48% shooting, 15 of 31. Priest River, they were not shooting the greatest either. They had about a 27% shooting percentage. They finished at 32, so they did bring it up some. They were 9 of 28 from the floor in that first half. 3-point shooting, 20% for St. Mary's, 1 for 5. Priest River was 2 of 12. They started to hit some threes, and then they kind of got cold there later on. But they were still taking the threes, and that's kind of what has hurt them a little bit. And they've taken 12 threes, and they've only made 2 of them. Free throw attempts, they're 0 for 1, and the Lumberjacks are 2 for 3 for 66%. St. Mary's is, I don't think St. Mary's out-rebounded the Spartans early on, but St. Mary's has 21 rebounds to the Spartans' 15. 8 offensive boards for the Lumberjacks, 7 offensive boards for Priest River, 13 defensive rebounds for St. Mary's, 8 for Priest River. 3 assists for the Spartans, 4 assists for the Lumberjacks. I had no steals for the Spartans, but 3 steals for St. Mary's. Each team had a blocked shot. The Spartans had 7 turnovers, St. Mary's with just 4. Like to see that number for St. Mary's. 5 personal fouls for the Priest River, 4 personal fouls for St. Mary's. Points off the bench, Priest River had none. St. Mary's had just 4. Second chance points, this is where St. Mary's also helped themselves. St. Mary's with 10 second chance points, Priest River with 4. The Spartans had 2 points off turnovers, and St. Mary's had 10 points off turnovers. So St. Mary's has scored on just about every Priest River turnover that they've had. So that is a big part of also the lead that St. Mary's has been able to stretch out to. The lead that the Lumberjacks have been able to stretch out late in that first half. Individually for Lakeside, for Priest River, the Spartans had 2 players with 5 points. That's Luke Butler. He had a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer in the game, and so did Tyler Ingleson. He had a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer. Zach Ingleson had 4 points in the first half. The leading scorer was Jace Yount with 6 points, as they fed him down low inside and were able to get him some good looks underneath. For the Lumberjacks, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with scoring so far. Grayson Sands started off slow, but has 9 points in the first half. Tristan Hill has 8. Tyler Renner with 6. Jared Badgett with 4. Wyatt Holmes with 4. Trey Swicks with 2. Rebounding leader for the Lumberjacks, Tristan Hill and Tyler Renner each have 6 apiece. Assists, Dylan Holder with 2 assists. Jared Badgett and Wyatt Holmes each have 1. Trey Swicks also leading in the steals. He has 2 steals. Grayson Sands has 1 steal. So that is a look at the first half numbers for the teams. We'll take a break, come back with the second half of action here from Lumberjack Gymnasium.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today. And we are back getting ready for the second half here. Get our lineup squared away here in just a moment. Lumberjacks lead 33-20 currently over the Spartans. Like I said, started off slow. Lumberjacks kind of started to find a groove late in that second quarter, though, and were able to stretch it out to a 13-point lead. See who's going to be coming on the floor for the Lumberjacks. It should be the starters, but maybe not. They might make a little switch up. Maybe not. Let me see here. What do we got? We got Badgett, Renner, Wicks, Hill. Yeah, there we go. I think that is the starting five from earlier. Teams will switch sides. Lumberjacks will be coming towards us now. They will be going right to left on your radio dial. Spartans going left to right. St. Mary's will be getting the ball first to start the second half. Once again, Spartans in the black with orange, and the Lumberjacks in their home white with green. Grayson Sands controls it for St. Mary's. Swings it over to Badgett. Badgett looking inside to Renner. Renner's going to go up strong. Can't get the shot to fall in. Gets his own rebound, and a foul going to be called. Missed. Rebound there, and the foul, I guess, goes against the Spartans. That'll be Jace Yount's first foul of the contest. Lumberjacks will inbound. Sands will trigger it from baseline. Looking to get it up over the top to Renner. Renner's shot won't fall. Sands with a putback. It won't fall. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's putting some more backcourt pressure. A little bit of more of a trap, I guess. They got a 2-2-1 look, I guess, is what you call it. A couple of guys in the backcourt. Spartans bring it across. Working it on the right side. And going to get a little bump there by Tristan Hill into the back of Zach Ingleson. And it's going to be a turnover as he stepped out of bounds. I think he was hoping to get a foul call as he got a little bit of an assistant there by Tristan Hill. Stands with the ball up top. Swings it to the corner to Wicks. Wicks into Renner. Renner's shot won't fall. 2 shots inside by Renner now, and hasn't been able to get either one of them to go. He's usually pretty solid in the paint. One person I'd like to see get going from outside is Trace Wicks. He hasn't had one of those games yet this year that I've seen when he was playing JV, where he just starts draining three-pointers and can't be stopped. Driving to the lane is the number 10 of Marinello. Now they work it to the right side into the hands of Butler. Butler guarded by Badgett. They get an open look and a late whistle. I think it's a foul underneath. It was a foul underneath on Tyler Renner. Tyler Renner is going to come out with 2 fouls. Checking in is Dylan Holder. Spartans get it in, but a steal and a turnover by the Spartans. Driving is Badgett. He's going to get his shot blocked. And the rebound goes to the Spartans. I believe it was the number 10 of Tegan Marinello getting the block underneath. Badgett was going to try to just finesse that up and around him. Wasn't going to work. Marinello works the ball up top. Now works down to the right side of the floor. Going to drive. Gets double teamed. Stood up. Ball's going to come off of one of the 2, Badgett or Wicks, that was down there. Be last touched by St. Mary's. Marinello will trigger from baseline. Spartans re-inbound. Still nobody has put a point on the board here in the second half. Pull-up jump shot. And just as I say that, the 20 of Zach Ingleson with a quick little pull-up jump shot. First score for either team. They're going to feed the ball down underneath to Tristan Hill, and Hill can't finish from the low post. St. Mary's not doing very well from inside right now. Tyler Ingleson, he's going to pull up for the three. It's in and out. Rebound to Trace Wicks. St. Mary's back the other way, 33-22, 11-point lead for St. Mary's. Out to the top to Holder. Holder, a little head fake. His shot comes up short. Rebound went to Hill. Lumberjacks reset. Going to get a straightaway three. It's good by Trace Wicks. Hill, I think, with the assist. Spartans back on the attack. It's 36-22, Lumberjacks with the lead. Marinello has the ball, working up top between the midcourt stripe and the top of the key, kind of just in no man's land out there. Lumberjacks still playing that zone they've been using pretty much all game. Out to the wing, three-point shot on the way. Ingleson, no good. Foul from underneath. The whistle blows, and I don't know if that's going to go. I think it's going to go against St. Mary's. It is going to go against the Lumberjacks. Foul was against Hill. Hill comes out. Shot is up and good by Tyler Ingleson. Hill came out. Wyatt Holmes in. 36-24. Shot on the way. I think that was a three. Or who was that shot that? I don't know. That was St. Mary's. It was a two. I think it was Holder. My apologies. I was looking away for a moment, and we now have a foul against St. Mary's. That is Badgett's second foul. Lumberjacks making a substitution. As Badgett's going to come out. I think it was Renner that came in. It was either Renner or Holder. 4:42 to go, third quarter, 38-24. Lumberjacks on top. Spartans working the ball down to the left corner. Jay Shout kicks it back around the horn, down to the right corner. Ingleson drives. Shot is blocked by Holmes. They got their own offensive rebound, but then a turnover on the Spartans. A little travel there by Priest River. 4:24 to go, and it's only been a 5-point. St. Mary's has only scored 5. I think Priest River's only scored 2 here in the second half. Well, 5 and 4. Okay, there we go. It's right on my stats program. I don't know why I didn't look there. Over to Wicks. Wicks drives right side, kicks it out to Holmes. Holmes drives baseline. And a foul, I think, by the Spartans. Tegan Marinello draws his third foul. Second team foul for the Spartans in the second half. St. Mary's with 3. St. Mary's inbounds from baseline. Sands trying to find somebody to get it into. Goes to Holder. Holder's going to put the shot up. Won't go, but he will get fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. Dylan Holder, just 33% on the season from the free throw line. That is Luke Butler's third. He might be checking out. Holder's first free throw rattles home. Coming in is Sawyer Stout, the sophomore guard. Checking out is Marinello. Actually, no, Butler. 4:07 to go, third period, 39-24. Second free throw in and out. Rebound to Holmes. Holmes spins, though, and loses the ball, turns it over. 15 points is the lead for the Lumberjacks. 39-24. Priest River taking the ball. Tyler Ingleson, he's driving down the side. He thought he was going to get an open shot up to the bucket. It was saved in by Holder. Holder should have just let it go as they saved it right into Jace Yount, and Jace Yount gets fouled. That foul goes against Renner, and it'll send Yount to the free throw line. Only the second time at the free throw line for the Spartans. They are 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. Jace Yount, it is his first time there tonight. And he misses the first free throw. Lumberjacks making some substitutions. Renner out. Sands out. Badgett is checked back in. Second free throw is up. That one is good. And I didn't write down the free throw for who it was for Priest River that missed their first free throw earlier. 39-25, Jacks lead, 3:49 and counting in the third. Dylan Holder with the ball. St. Mary's, a little bit of a weave action up top. Badgett drives, kicks the ball to the corner to Wicks. Wicks three on the way. It's up and good. And the foul counts the bucket. Badgett with the assist as he drove down baseline, got everybody cleared away from Wicks, fed it out to Wicks in the corner. Wicks drains it. And the Spartans get called to the foul. That foul goes against Sawyer Stout, his first. Fourth team foul. Sends Wicks to the charity stripe. Old-fashioned 4-point play attempt there, and the free throw is missed. Rebound goes to the Spartans. Wicks, 71% from the free throw line, too. Surprised to see him miss that one. 42-25, Lumberjacks lead. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by St. Mary's. I think it's a 17-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Going to get Jared Badgett out of the game. Grayson Sands checks back in for the Lumberjacks. Spartans with the ball. Having it up top, Tyler Ingleson. Over to the wing to Marinello, left side, back to the right side now to Zach. Back to the top to Tyler. Now back to Marinello. Using those guys' first names because I think they're brothers and they're both last name Ingleson, so I use their first name. Zach to Tyler. Down to the wing now to Marinello. Left side, back to Tyler Ingleson. He's going to put a floater up from the paint. Shot no good. Holmes goes in there and ties that ball up with Yount. And it's going to be, I'm going to call it a team rebound for the Spartans. It was a jump ball called. Possession goes to Priest River. 42-25, pass up the top to Tyler Ingleson. Now to the wing to Zach Ingleson. Cross court to Stout. He has to go up high to pull that pass down. Back up to Tyler. Now back to the corner. Driving down to the, trying to drive it down. Turnover. It's going to be not really a steal. Wicks comes away with it. Just a bad pass. Now a bad pass almost. Now it was a bad pass by Wicks. It was over the head of everybody. Going to get a timeout taken by the Spartans. 2:34 to go, third period. 42-25, Jacks lead. We'll be back.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree?
And we are back, and it is 2:34 to go in the contest. Here in the third quarter, Spartans with the ball. Seth Swallows came in for Wyatt Holmes. Spartans with the ball up top. Yount hands it off to Ingleson. Ingleson just from inside the free throw line. It's up and good by Tyler Ingleson. St. Mary's outscored the Spartans 9-7, and we're going to get a steal, a turnover by Grayson Sands, a steal by the Spartans, and a shot up and good by the number 3 of Sawyer Stout, and a foul now on the ensuing possession by Priest River. That foul goes against Sawyer Stout. That'll be his second foul. 42-29, it's an evened up scoring here in the third period, 9-9, with 1:57 to go in the third. Sands with the ball, brings it across, hands it off to Holder. Over to Wicks. Wicks inside to Swallows, back to Wicks, now over to Holder, down to Sands. Sands drives, little floater, shot is left short, tipped out by Swallows, and they're going to get a look at three-pointer for Holder, and it's up and good with the assist from Sands. 45-29, Jack's lead. Marinello has it for the Spartans, and an offensive foul away from the ball. I think it was away from the ball. It was, I believe, Jace Yount picking up his second foul. 45-29 the score, 6th-team foul against the Spartans. St. Mary's with 5. St. Mary's brings the ball across. Sands to Wicks. Wicks takes the ball up top. Skip pass to Sands. Looking inside to Hill. Hill quickly double teams. Back around. Quick passing by St. Mary's. No look to Wicks. Wicks from the corner. 3 on the way. Just off the mark. Rebound, though, goes to Swallows. Wicks is going to trigger another 3 on the way. That one's up and good. Wicks tried to sell it there. Went to the floor. Tried to get a call. Isn't going to get that one. 48-29. Jack's on top. Almost a 20-point lead. Shot on the way for the Spartans. It's no good. Whistle and a foul. On the rebound, I think that foul's going against St. Mary's, and it will. That goes against Tristan Hill, his second foul. Spartans will inbound with 41 seconds left in the third period of play. Up to the top, Tyler Ingleson. He's working left side. Little pass over to Stout. Stout back to Ingleson. Ingleson, skip pass to his brother. 3-point shot on the way from Zach. It is up and good. And we're going to foul the other way, and I think that foul is going to go against the number 3 of Sawyer Stout, and that is his third. That is the team's 7th, and that'll send St. Mary's to the free throw line for the bonus from here on out, and that'll put Trace Wicks to the free throw line, who missed his one free throw earlier. Said he's 71% from the charity stripe. 21 seconds left in the third period. Free throw on the way. It's up and good. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. So he'll get the second one. Second free throw, that one is off the mark. Rebound tracked down by the Spartans. 19 seconds to go. Spartans going to try to get that final shot up here in the third. Into Stout. Stout into the paint. No look to Yount. And instead of playing for that last shot, they get a nice little assist, and that's Jace Yount's first bucket from the floor. St. Mary's tries to feed it into Swallows. Comes off of Swallows' foot. Sands is right in the right spot to grab it. His shot won't fall. And that's how the third period comes to an end. St. Mary's lead 49-34 over the Spartans. We'll be back.
On your property, you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop, you need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks! And we are back, checking to see if I've got the right lineup here for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's will start with possession. Holder is not out there. Badgett is? Yeah, okay. Got the lineup straight. St. Mary's with the ball. Grayson Sands over to Badgett. Badgett left side. Badgett cross court to Wicks. Wicks for three from the corner, and that one just a little bit long. Badgett tries the sky for the rebound, and that's going to go off of, they say, St. Mary's. That was a couple. I know both players touched it. I don't know who touched it last. 49-34, St. Mary's with a 15-point lead. Led by as much as 19. Going to get a steal by Wicks. He's been all over the place. They're going to feed it ahead. Badgett lays it up and good. Going to go ahead and give Wicks the assist there. Spartans with the ball, getting it across the timeline, over to the corner to Zach Ingleson. He's going to drive. Shot is up, won't fall. Yount with the rebound. And they're going to call a foul against St. Mary's there, and that's going to go against Tyler Renner, and that is foul number 4 for Renner. 1-and-1 time now for the Spartans. And we've got Renner and Swallows coming out of the game. Tristan Hill and Wyatt Holmes checking back in. Chase Yount, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And he's going to miss the front end of the 1-and-1. The ball is going to be bouted around and rebounded by the Spartans. Badgett almost had it. Marinello has it right side, hands it off to Stout. Stout up top, tries to split a couple of defenders, kicks it out to Zach Ingleson. Three-pointer on the way, that is short. Rebound, though, to the Spartans. They'll take another three. It's no good. Rebound goes to Tristan Hill. Hill, I believe, now has 9 rebounds, 8 points. So Hill on the verge of a double-double if they can get him, if he can get one more rebound and one more bucket, if my stats are right, because I did credit him with a bucket early on. I don't know if it was him or not. Oh, Grayson Sands, a bad pass there. Threw it right to Marinello. Marinello gets it out to Ingleson, left side. Ingleson, a little head fake, goes up, shot no good from three-point range. Rebound to Yount. Yount's put back won't go. Rebound goes to Tristan Hill. So 10 rebounds now for Hill. Over to Wicks, back to Badgett. Badgett to Sands. Sands triggers the three. It's short. Rebound goes to Hill. And Hill is able to cash it in. So if my stats are correct, Hill now has a double-double. 53-34. A steal almost by Sands. He gets tripped up by Ingleson. Can't chase the ball down. So the Spartans keep it. Marinello, right side, back to Stout. Stout for three. That's off the mark. Rebound pulled down again by Hill. Hill all of a sudden just pulling rebounds down left and right. Grayson Sands on the far sideline. Back to the top to Holmes. Holmes, little head fake, tries the three off the back of the iron. No good. Ball hits that backboard rope up top. It's going to be out of bounds. So the team rebound to the Spartans. And we're going to get a substitution here. 5:29 to go. And we've got Sands getting a breather. Dylan Holder checking into the contest. 53-34, Lumberjacks lead. Back up to, I believe, 19. Spartans with the ball. Working into the corner. Marinello, right side. He's going to pull up for the three as the Spartans trying to drop some threes to get back into this. And they aren't getting any of them to drop. That's a long pass from Holder trying to find Wicks, and it's over the head. And it's another turnover on St. Mary's. St. Mary's was doing good on the turnovers, but now I think they might be up to that 10 turnover mark. Now we've got a stoppage here of play for a moment. Looking for a towel. Get some sweat, I guess, cleaned up off the floor down on that far side. Take a look and see if the stats. I think St. Mary's, either has 9 or 10 turnovers at the moment. So They can keep that down to 10 or 11. I'm sure Coach Chase will be happy with it. Trace Wicks plays janitor real quick, comes out, wipes up the floor. Ready to roll again. Spartans will inbound. 5 minutes to go in the contest. 53-34, Jacks with the lead. Marinello takes it, picks up the dribble just across the timeline. Cross-court pass to Zach Ingleson on the right side. Looking into Stout. Stout drives underneath, gets stood up by a couple of defenders, hits the ball back out. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Going to get an offensive rebound for the Spartans, but then they dribbled it on the out-of-bounds line, baseline. Turnover on the Spartans. So far, the Spartans have been outscored 4-0 here in the fourth. Press from the Spartans. Going to get the pass from the press wasn't working. They got the pass from Badgett down to Hill, and Hill is able to cash it in easily. Jay Shouten did come up and try to put some pressure on the shot, see if he could get him into a missed shot, but he was able to get it over the top of him. Going to get a partial block there, I believe, by Tristan Hill. That shot was missed, and the rebound will go to St. Mary's as it went out of bounds. St. Mary's making some substitutions. We got trying to see who's coming out here for the Lumberjacks. I know Xavier Sloper getting some varsity action. Who is out down there? Is that Badgett, I think? They're going to find Hill. Hill finds Holm, and Holmes puts it up and good. 57-34, Jacks lead. Lumberjacks have stretched that lead beyond 20 points now. I think it's a 23-point lead. Spartans with the ball, right side. Kicking it to top, or the wing to Krager. Krager back down to the corner to Matthews. Matthews brings it to the wing. Right side still. Kicks it back out to Krieger. Krieger up to the free throw line. Swings it out to the 15 of KOFE. KOFE's shot won't fall. We get a foul down on the shot, and the Spartans will go to the free throw line. That foul goes against Dylan Holder, and that is his first foul of the contest. 8th team foul. That puts the 15 of Ethan KOFE to the free throw line. He is a 6'1 senior. First free throw is up and good. St. Mary's making some more changes here. Holder comes out. One of the Barta boys checks in. I think there was another one. Seth Swallows checked in. I think Tristan Hill came out. Second free throw up and good. Barta controls for the Lumberjacks. Over to Xavier Sloper. Sloper works right side, back to Barta. There's two Bartas, they're twins. There's Brock and Jack, and I don't know which one is which on the varsity roster yet, so I've got to get that set aware. And Barta drives up and gets his first varsity point. Drives lane, cashes it in. Landon Holmes is going to check in. The other Barta brother going to check in as well. Spartans have the ball up top. Spartans have put in some of their younger guys as well. Solomon Caleb just has the ball stripped away. It's going to be a foul against the Lumberjacks. That foul goes against Sands, his first. Sands is going to come out. Wyatt Holmes is going to come out. Checking in is Barta and Landon Holmes. Free throw is up and good. Oh, no, that's the wrong side. Oops. So I'm pretty sure he made the first free throw, was the 34 of Solomon. Second free throw is good as well. St. Mary's the other way. Going to try to get it out to Sloper. We get a foul the other way. That foul will send the other Barta brother to the free throw line. That foul goes against Carter Cook. Number 11, Barta. I will get these numbers or names squared away. First free throw up, no good. Spartans with the rebound. Bring it down is Lucas Matthews for the Spartans. Pulls up at the three-point line straight away. Hands it off to 25 of Krager. He hands it off to KOFE. Spartans with a little weave up top. Now back to Matthews. Matthews right wing. Picks his dribble. Goes back to KOFE. KOFE loses the ball. Turnover Spartans. Xavier Sloper comes away with it. It's not really a steal. He gets it out to Holmes. Holmes brings it across. Holmes surveys the offense. Goes to Barta. Barta into the paint. Kicks it out to Sloper. Sloper nowhere to go with it. Gets it back out to Holmes. Holmes down to the Swallows, left side. Looking across to Barta. The number 3 of Barta. Now back to 11. Barta is going to take the 3. It's going to be short. Rebound to the Spartans. 59-38. Lumberjacks the lead, under 2 to go. Out to the corner. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Oh, nope. Rebound to Swallows. And I think that was number 3 Barta with the three-pointer. Down the other way, Lucas Matthews with the shot. Won't fall. Ball is rebounded by Swallows. The number 11, Barta, lays it up and good. 64-38, Jacks with 19 to go. The younger players getting some playing time. Not looking too bad out there on this varsity squad. Backing his way in, shot no good, but a foul going to be called. Foul will go against Landon Holmes. That'll send the number 32 of charity stripe for the Spartans. First. Second free throw. That one is good. 64-39, Lumberjacks with the lead. Holmes to Swallows. Swallows going to pull up for 3. That's off the iron. No good. Rebound was pulled down by Sloper for a minute. Then the Lumberjacks lose the ball. Going to call it a steal and a turnover by St. Mary's. 49 seconds on the clock. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Matthews. It won't fall. Rebound to the Spartans. Ball is going to get tied up. And the possession will stay with Priest River. 36 seconds left in the contest. St. Mary's with the lead, 64-39. Spartans driving the lane. Shot will fall over and in. And that was Ethan KOFE. He will also be fouled. So he'll hit to the free throw line. Foul goes against Swallows. KOFE is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Makes the front end, or makes the bonus. 32 seconds. Lumberjacks bring the ball across. These guys aren't going to just hold it. They're going to want to put a bucket in because they're the young guys. They want to. No, maybe they're just. Number 3, Barta's holding the ball over on the sideline. So maybe they're not going to try to take any shots here. And that's how the game's going to wrap up. The Lumberjack boys come away with the win here tonight. Started off kind of rough for them. But they just didn't have a very good first start, and they kind of got things flowing late in the first half. We'll talk about it when we come back from this break as we give you the final wrap-up here of tonight's matchup.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes. That'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
And we are back as the Lumberjacks improved to 4-1 on the season, 1-0 in league play as they defeat the visiting Spartans by a score of 64-42. And let's see here, taking a look at these numbers, the Spartans ended up shooting just 30% from the field. St. Mary's 46% from the field. Back up here, though, for the third and fourth quarter scoring. The Spartans had 14 points in the third, 8 in the fourth. St. Mary's had 16 in the third, 15 in the fourth. Going back down here, the shooting percentages, three-point shooting, 3 of 23 for Priest River for just 13%. St. Mary's 6 of 16 for 37%. Free throws, 7 of 11 for 63% for the Spartans. St. Mary's ended up at 4 of 9 for 44% from the free throw line. Rebounds fairly close, 35 for the Spartans, 38 for the Lumberjacks. Both teams had 17 offensive rebounds. St. Mary's with 18 defensive, 21 defensive for St. Mary's, 18 for the Spartans. 11 assists for the Lumberjacks, 5 assists for Priest River, 3 steals for Priest River, 5 steals for the Lumberjacks. 2 block shots for Priest River. St. Mary's blocked 3. 14 turnovers for the Spartans, 10 turnovers for St. Mary's, 12 fouls for the Spartans, 14 fouls for St. Mary's. Points off the bench, the Spartans finished with 10 points off the bench, St. Mary's with 19. And second chance points, the Spartans had 6. The Spartans only had 6 points off turnovers. St. Mary's had 21 second chance points, 14 points off of turnovers. Individually for the Spartans, pretty good scoring spread out for them, really, but nobody got into double digits. They had 3 players with 9. Tyler Ingleson finished with 9. Zach Ingleson finished with 9. Jace Yount finished with 9. 5 points for Luke Butler. 5 points for Ethan Korf off the bench. 3 points for Caleb Solomon off the bench. And 2 points for Sawyer Stout off the bench. For the Lumberjacks, once again, another nice night for St. Mary's once they got rolling. Tristan Hill gets the double-double. 12 rebounds, 12 points. Even if I was wrong on that early bucket, he still ended up with 10 points. So 12 points, 12 rebounds for Hill. He also had 3 assists, 2 blocked shots. Trace Wicks finishes with 4 rebounds, 12 points, 1 assist, and 3 steals. Grayson Sands on the verge of the double digits. He had 9 points with 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. 6 points for Tyler Renner, who had 7 rebounds, 6 points for Dylan Holder. Holder had 4 rebounds, 2 assists. 6 points for Wyatt Holmes, who had 2 rebounds, 1 assist. 5 points for Jack Barta, if I have the numbers correct and I have the scoring correct, and 2 points for Brock Barta. Those couple of freshmen getting in there. Seth Swallows finishes with 3 rebounds. Xavier Sloper pulls down a rebound, and that's about it stats-wise. Landon Holmes was in there, ended up with a foul. So a good game for the Lumberjacks tonight. They will be taking on 3A Bonners Ferry on Friday, and then it'll be a league matchup against the Kellogg Wildcats next week on Tuesday. Tomorrow night, we'll have Lumberjack girls basketball as they host the Potlatch Loggers in non-league action. That game starts, I believe, at 7 o'clock. But that's going to do it for us here from St. Mary's. Lumberjacks win it 64-42 over the Priest River Spartans. We're going to send it back. We're just going to wrap things up here. Have a great evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for Lumberjack girls basketball.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!